We are pretty much in the black now for the dog of the night dog of the night predictions this year, as we drop to 37 and 55 after Moroz ends up getting tapped out by Karine Silva in the first round of their matchup. We're up zero point 0.4 units, which is why I'm saying we're in the black right now. Been a bit of a slump over the last couple weeks in terms of trying to nail these dog of the night spots. I'm just not really getting it at this point in time. But I got 3 more candidates for you guys this weekend that I feel pretty good about. I'm actually, tracking 2 of them as underdogs that I really like, but only one of them will be the dog of the night candidate. And if you're trying to figure out exactly who it is, I've already posted on the Patreon, link in the description below. You can figure out who it is if you want by the breakdown that I'm about to provide you guys. Otherwise, if you want to know and just get it fed straight to your mouth, check the link in the description below for the Patreon page. All right. You guys already know about the Fight Archive. I'm not going to plug that again. Maybe I'll save that for another segment later this week. So let's get right into the top 3 Dog of the Night candidates. First of which is going to be the first fight of the night between Jarno Aarons and Seungwoo Choi. I'm going to go with the Dutch fighter here in Aarons, who's coming in at plus 150, as I expect him to go out there and do solid work against Choi, who's on a bit of a losing streak right now. Choi is very much losing out on the durability throughout his career. He's on a 3-fight losing streak. He's been finished in 2 of them. One of them he was knocked down multiple times, but he was unable to, or his opponent was unable to get him out of there. He's very solid with his striking game. He has good check left hooks, a very solid striker. But I think that Aarons has a good enough striking game to keep up with Choi. He could even land his own big damage, possibly find a knockdown or knockout of his own, but also his advantage in the grappling realm. He's a black belt in judo, but he's shown solid ability to control his opponents on the mat when he's able to drag them there. And that's where Choi has kind of struggled throughout his career. I think that Aarons has the durability to walk through the shots of Choi, land his own big shots. Excuse me. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. I apologize. Walk through the shots of Choi, land his own big strikes, get his hands on him, take him to the ground and grind him out, maybe even finding a finish on the mat. So I'm going to lean with the underdog here, Aarons, to kick off the card. Moroz fumbled the bag last time as the first fight of the night underdog. Let's see if Aarons can pick up the slack here and cash this underdog ticket if he is who I end up picking as the dog of the night candidate. Second dog of the night candidate is going to be Alex Caceres, who goes up against the returning Giga Chikadze. Alex Caceres comes in as a plus 200 underdog, and he's in the finest form of his career as we've seen recently. He's 7-1 over his last 8 fights, the lone loss coming to Sodiq Yusuff, which wasn't a bad spot for him, but he's showcasing that his unorthodox striking style and his combination with slick jiu-jitsu is able for him to still be successful at this level of his, or this stage of his career. It seems like he has a ton of confidence at this point in time, especially with the amount of wins that he's been getting recently, and I think that follows him into the cage and allows him to perform at the best of his abilities. Solid kicker, utilizes range very well, but I think it's going to be his grappling in this fight specifically that can get it done against Chikadze. Chikadze hasn't competed since January of 2022, where he got his ass completely whooped by Calvin Kattar over 5 rounds. Chikadze is going to be looking to bounce back from that, but I think he's going to struggle with the range management of Caceres, and then I think that we'll see Caceres engage in the grappling, look to wear on the gas tank of Chikadze, give him a rude awakening for his return after nearly a 2-year-long layoff, and I think that will slow down Chikadze, allowing Caceres to be even more successful as this fight goes down the stretch. Don't get me wrong, Chikadze's kicks and striking is very high level. It's going to be difficult for Caceres to navigate, but I think as long as he has a strong first round, similar to what Kattar was able to do, engage in the grappling, engage in the clinch, wear on the gas tank of Chikadze a little bit, and then let the rest of your game flow behind that. At plus 200, a veteran like Caceres, I think he has a shot to go out there and spring the upset. And then the final dog of the night candidate that we got for you guys is in the co-main event. Anthony Smith coming in at plus 110 against a guy that he just defeated less than 2 years ago. I don't really understand the line on this and why it is this way. Since the last time they fought, obviously Anthony Smith is 0-2. Ryan Spann is 2-1, but it's not like they've all made crazy changes that I think that Spann's going to be able to overcome the experience advantage that Anthony Smith has here, but also his ability to just have that one up on him. Have the confidence to go in there that he can swing with Ryan Spann, land the big shot that he needs to, drag this fight to the ground, and get his jiu-jitsu going. I fully expect Anthony Smith to bring that same level of confidence that he had into the first fight, and that will allow him to have the confidence to throw in the pocket, something that not a lot of other opponents are willing to do against Ryan Spann. But we've seen opponents in the past have that success. If they willingly stand their ground, throw in return, and have decent enough striking defense, they'll be able to hurt Spann, and from there they should be able to take advantage of whether it's a takedown they want or even just pummeling him out on the feet. They're able to do that as well. But I think Anthony Smith has the confidence to go in there, spring the upset, plus 110. Don't really understand the line here, but I'll take it. Give me him as a third dog of the night candidate. Reminder, if you want to find out which exact one that I went with for my dog of the night candidate, you can check that out in the Patreon link in the description below. I'll be back tomorrow for the Locky two-step and then Friday for the 3 best prop bets. Appreciate all the love and support as always. Just crossed the 6,200 subscriber mark, so I appreciate everybody subscribing to us on YouTube, trying to get to that 7,000 mark. 10,000 is obviously a great goal, which I hope to get to soon enough, but I appreciate all the love and support. You guys have been amazing. And let's hopefully just turn the tide of the dog of the night candidates. Hopefully we can catch this one this weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.